Ya me acabo de conectar. Yo puedo hacer la prueba de maestría 1 y me dan bienvenida para el mix número 7 de Nora Night.
Welcome.
¿Qué están dando, bueno? Unas ranuras de armas. Planos de Stalker. Ciandana. Ranura de Warframe, nunca es malo. Efímero. Son hartas cosas.
Till then.
Podemos ir a Cetus. Vamos a Cetus. Y aquí Darwin nos dio algunos regalos por ayudarlos. Excelente, ¿viste? Por eso hay que ser amigos en todos lados.
Anglers want to bring home a feast. Why do not do that?
Wazdula, Offworlder. Interested in working for me? Gotta prove yourself first. Head out on the plains and show me what you can do. You gonna make me use off-world talent? Come on! Wazdula, Offworlder. Interested in working for me? Gotta prove yourself first. Head out on the plains and show me what you can do.
Ya.
Couldn't get anyone to take that on. Early lunch for council. Nuclear bossman's been giving us no end of trouble. You're my go-to Tenno. Make him go away, yeah?
Ya acá siempre tenemos que ir a The Frames
The
por...
plains of Eidolon, the site of an historic battle between the Orokin and a great sentient.
These plains are a vast graveyard of the sentients who attacked the tower long ago. If local legends are true, you do not want to be out here at night. Kanzu is right. The Grineer can never be allowed to live comfortably on the plains. Let's make this place as inhospitable as possible for them. All your work has led to this. Take out as many Grineer as you can.
Ya, todo esto es un sandbox de buen tamaño. Se me olvidó lo que iba a decir, pero no se puso a hablar Lotus. Por la puta. Ahora se pone a ladrar el perro al frente, por la puta.
Target spotted. Strike fast and take out as many as you can.
Creo que hay una entrada por acá abajo. No. Ahí está.
I've located another mass of enemies. Take the fight to them. Keep going. They won't be able to sustain these casualties for much longer. More Grineer amassing nearby. Get over there and take them out.
Almost feel sorry for them. Then I remember what's been done to us, and I'm at peace. Here's your bounty. Swazluka, Tenno.
Y veamos si nos ganamos la confianza de Gonzo para que nos diga qué quiere, weón.
Okay, Tenno. Have you met Saya? Lives on the outskirts of Cetus. See? Here's the three of us. Me, Anko, and headstrong Saya. We were inseparable Oots. The two of them even got married. They were happy. Until he disappeared. That was 5 years ago. Saya never moved on. Never accepted it. And now I'm hearing queer whispers. The Grenier found some trace of Anko. And just like old times, Saya's about to do something rash. Talk to her, eh? For Kansu. Ayo, we have not spoken in a long time. Job board's filling up, off-worlder.
Chat! No time to talk. There's word of my husband. I have to go.
Bien, apreté el botón que no
Word
era.
travels fast. Konzu and I haven't spoken in 5 years. Not since his involvement in my husband's disappearance. And now he sends you by the Unum. I'll accept help if you bring Onko back to me. But miss a trick, and I'll take care of business myself. Understood? Doga. What's 5 years? I know he's still out there. I can feel it. I've petitioned those damned quills for years. They seem to have knowledge of the future when it suits them. They're the ones who told me the Grenier have uncovered something that might be Onko's research. Why not just tell me where he is? Tenno, you have to find him. The dupe, Tenno. I'll signal you when you're out on the plains. As crazy as this sounds, you're looking for glass. Last night, I thought I heard the Eidolon howling.
All right, Tenno. Be careful out here. Grenier numbers increase the further you venture from Cetus. Patching the Ostrons to your signal now.
My uncle is alive. I know it.
No one cared more for Cetus, for our people, than he did. He worked with the Quills, the Unum's closest servants, to decipher the secrets of the sentient and the glass warrior who sacrificed herself to destroy it. If you search the camp, I know we'll find some sign of Onko.
Ya, varias cosas que no he aclarado. Ya, este mono es el Warframe. Cuando nos hablan de Tenno. Tenno es el weón que controla a este. Físicamente no está acá. El Tenno tiene poderes considerables del vacío con el que puede controlar a estos simpáticos monos que tienen un origen bastante turbio, que ahí vamos a ir cachando mientras vayamos haciendo las aventuras. Ahora mencionan a los conscientes. Los conscientes son otra raza y son la principal causa de que nosotros usemos este tipo de armas, arcos, armas automáticas y nada súper tecnológico. El problema con los conscientes que toman control de toda tecnología demasiado avanzada y la ponen en contra de los breas. Entonces, como nos explicó Lotus, aquí hubo una batalla hace mucho tiempo que me está disparando desde la chucha, man. y por aquí hay muchos restos de conscientes. De hecho, esas cosas que parecen piedras son restos de conscientes gigantes. Ahora Lotus nos advirtió que de noche no hay que andar huyendo aquí. ¿Por qué? Porque aparecen conscientes de noche. Hay unos chiquititos que por el momento no vamos a poder matar, pero que nos van a joder bastante. Y hay uno bien grandote que es muy difícil de matar. En especial si jugamos solo. Listo. La pista de Konsu era para allá. No, por la pista de Onko. Konsu, el buen con el que hablamos.
Ay, oh, this is it. This is where the Grenier found some of Uncle's work. Has he been hiding here?
My! Tenno maggots and the greasy eels of Cetus working together! My tusk soldiers will gore you all the same!
Heck, I should have known we'd be behind the Grenier incursions here. Who else would feed outmatched troops to an eidolon if it might further their career?
And I'd feed it 1,000,000 more for a chance to wrap my metal claws around your sweet, putrid neck!
Scanning the area. I'm getting strange readings from the cave at my waypoint. Smash that drill and go inside.
Ah, I remember that cave. Onko and I used to shelter there. Rock slide sealed it off years ago. I hope he's not.
Uncle? Uncle, he should be here. By the Onam, is that coffer his? It bears Uncle's mark. It must be important. If it's here and he is not, oh, please, Uncle, no.
Saya.
Kanung. I won't say a thing to him, Tenno. I'm guessing he didn't tell you he was with my uncle the day he disappeared.
This coffer is strange. I don't understand the locking mechanism. Tenno, return to your orbiter so we can get it open.
I give you coordinates. You go in. You come back again soon.
¿La vieja o nos tenemos que ir de acá?
Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange?
Let's activate your codex system to examine this Ostron container. The lock seems damaged. We'll have to force it open.
No, wait. Oh, Uncle was a genius, Utz. He's protected whatever is inside with the shutter lock. The key, molded from glass, has been broken. Forcing it would only destroy everything inside. We need to rebuild the glass. If he was dying, he would have wanted this found. But he locked it. Uncle is alive.
A new strategy then, Tenno. Sending codex scanners to your inbox. These will be essential in locating the Shatterlock pieces out there on the plains.
Ya, escáneres del códice. Entonces vamos a necesitar estos lindos escáneres del códice para encontrar fragmentos de vidrio. Equípate esto en tu arsenal. Si te terminan, puedes encontrar más en el mercado. Todavía no los podemos farmear, parece. Ah, que digo, no los puedo craftear. No. De hecho, vamos a hacer esto.
To equip your codex scanner, go to the arsenal and use the gear interface to add the scanners to your gear wheel.
Sí, mami. Uy, qué pesado. Ya vamos a equipar. Ah, tengo 25, excelente. Ah, claro, ahí están los... Ya, yo antes había mencionado que acá en el códice nosotros vamos a ir desbloqueando cosas que nos van a ir contando la historia. Especialmente aquí en el apartado de fragmentos, pero para que se vayan desbloqueando las cosas aquí nosotros tenemos que ir escaneando. Al principio lo vamos a tener que hacer sí o sí manualmente, pero después vamos a tener una linda mascota o un compañero que esa pega la va a poder hacer él solito mientras nos vaya acompañando. Nos va a servir de soporte y solito va a ir escaneando todo. Hoy apareció el computador de la demo. Excelente. Quiero hacer el rango de maestría. A ver qué nos piden. No me acuerdo qué piden en rango 1. Espero que sea algo fácil.
A Tenno must be a master of all their weapons. Prove yourself with your primary weapon.
Excelente. ¿Y qué quieres que haga, man? Hay que matar hueones nomás, parece.
I believe you can handle more. Excellent. Continue.
¿Dónde está?
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Bien, nos dieron una placa de maestría. ¿Para qué sirve? Para ponerlas de adorno más rato en por ahí.
Sire, Chronometa, let me help. I was there. I might be able to.
Oh, you were there all right, Konzu. You both went out on the plains that day. But only you returned. You expect me to believe this had nothing to do with what happened in our early summers? When I rejected your iron flower, your proposal?
Iron flower? I can't hear this. You know I had nothing to do with his... I miss him too, sire.
Sí, me mierda.
Equip your codex scanner and search the area for the glass shards we need. Excellent, Tenno. There should be more in this area.
Bueno, es pesado. Bueno, es pesado, bueno.
You found another shard. Keep looking. That's it. There's no more shards here.
Spread out! Crawl if you have to! I need more glass! It is the key to a power I've never seen! The power to kill a sentient!
Grenier air support incoming.
Look what we have here! More fertilizer for our Grenier gardens! Your worm-bloated corpse will blend nicely with the excrement on my crops!
I can't extract you until you've dealt with those reinforcements. everything we came for. Get to extraction.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Friend.
What was Vahek talking about back there? What power is he after?
Anko. He found the remains of the Unum's champion, a woman of glass. He studied her, obsessed about her ancient secrets. The Quills of Cetus swore us to secrecy, and the secret held until the Granier captured one. Can't imagine what they did to get one of them to talk, but Vahek's been after that relic ever since.
Aye, oh, this Vahek. Could he have taken Uncle prisoner too? Do you think he'd make a trade? This coffer for my uncle? No. That would go against everything Uncle believed in. The sanctity of our people's home, of Cetus. Tenno, you'll need to find the remaining shards.
I've tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Hek may be guarding any key shards he's found up there.
La gente pide.
Shall we?
Ya, de Nora, ¿qué hemos hecho? Tenemos que recoger créditos nomás. Matar gente y con daño de explosión y abrir alijos. Armarios que... Matar al robo a ganancias, no, pero eso ya...
You know it.
Son palabras mayores. Daño de fuego. Puta. No, tengo daño de electricidad nomás. Mira. Tenemos que andar con pistolas, sí. Aquí, aborda el galeón de Hek.
Something's wrong. My scans are being blocked. I can't detect any shards.
What does that mean? This galleon is huge. Think.
Anko would have known what to do.
Each fragment responds to a unique harmonic. We discovered that during my initial work on Cetus's transceiver system. It's too bad we can't walk a wideband harmonic through the ship.
Who says we can't? I'll perform a broad frequency sweep.
Saya, that worked! Anko wasn't the only one with a sharp mind. We are elevated by your work, and his. Your marriage was a boon to Cetus.
It wasn't always easy. Cetus came first. Always. Things were missed. Special days, anniversaries. But it was a duty and a privilege.
Tenno! Tenno! Is it my birth interval? Such a gift. But I have a surprise for you. You greasy metal maggot! Surprise! Surprise! A gleaming maggot squirmed into my ship. Well, let's see you slip out of this one! What? You pathetic meat piles! Can't you stop one puny maggot from squirming away? Ah!
Tenno, we've recovered all of the shards Vahek discovered. Get to extraction.
Ah, podía salir por arriba, no cacho. Bueno.
Another job well executed.
There's only one piece left. Hex digging in the central plains. I recall Uncle finding a few interesting artifacts in the region of...
That crater lake where we used to fish. That place where Uncle's catch got eaten on the line by a...
Oh, that massive hookta. And we had to haul him out. We spent the whole day drying his notebooks. That was a good day. I think I know where we should look. Doha, Doha! While it is dark, the Grenier won't be there.
Ahora el par de buenas son amigos. Se puteaban, ¿no? Por tu culpa se murió Onco. Me quitaste lo mío. Se la comía doblada. No, pues.
I'll never know what
Uja, es
happened
de
to
noche.
him. I don't even want to open that box now. It won't change a thing.
I wouldn't blame you if you turned back.
No. I need to know.
Evacuation flights have been rescinded. You'll stay out here all night, if that's what it takes. Find that piece before an Eidolon finds you! Krunameta. The Eidolons are all that remains of the great sentient destroyed here. At night, its spirit rises and haunts, a mindless beast trying to rebuild itself. Watch out. If you see one, don't fight it. You can only run.
Cosa interesante, restos de la luna y no hay luna.
And so it goes. I'm sorry, little friend. That is unfortunate, but we should try again.
Ese weón nos pide capturar animales. Bueno. Ay, ay, ay. Hablando del rey de Roma,
Tenno, take
de Roma,
cover. Their Warframe is no match for that thing.
el Eidolon se asoma.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful. Kill it! The beast is drawn to the Grenier. Can you get to the excavation site? It has to be in there.
You have it. Onko's final piece to the Shatterlock.
There's another way out of that cave, away from the terrorist.
Tenno, I'm having orders pull you out. Get to the extraction point.
You think it would be that easy? Tusks! My tusks! New orders! Ignore the monster! Stop that Tenno maggot!
Konzu, you should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
Sire, you kept my flower.
Oh, Onko. You always told me I should try following my heart instead of my head. Shola, I guess it's time I did.
Someone is attempting to contact the operator. Please check your inbox.
Ya, terminamos la aventura. Usa la vigilia de Saya en las llanuras de Dolón. Un misterio ha quedado sepultado por años. Uno puede arreglar o destruir un corazón y abrir la puerta a un pasado escondido.
Greetings from Fortuna. Word of good deeds travels quickly, even between planets. Visiting Ostron traders mentioned you taught the Grineer a lesson in humility. Might you be up for teaching the Corpus a lesson or two in good management next? You see, Nef Anyo eagerly awaits the completion of a coolant tower here on Venus, no matter the human cost. It is time, I believe, to present him with a bill he cannot escape. I do hope you will visit Venus soon.
A second frequency sweep on Onko's glass revealed blueprints for Gara, the legendary glass warrior who sacrificed herself to protect Cetus. Onko was wise to ensure this information reached us. The Ostrons are grateful, and so am I. Once again, the path ahead is yours to determine. My supplementary message should make that path more clear.
Ya, ahora tenemos los planos de guerra, que será unos Warframe. Pero
Oris keeps a tidy ship, and is therefore reluctant to allow animals on board. In Ordis's experience, animals do not eat so much as reload.
Ya, lamentablemente, aparte del plano, necesitamos 4 cosas de guerra: neurópticas, chasis, sistemas y células Orokin. Aparte de plata, si no llegaría a ser un Warframe nuevo. Estas son las 4 cosas que desbloqueamos ahora. Ese sonido nos da una pista de dónde hay que poner el cursor para escuchar un audio.
In the dying days of the Orokin, with forums and promenades still blood wet from Tenno betrayal, a colossal sentient descended upon ancient Ur. falling from distant stars to deliver upon Orokin a terrible and final ruin. Tower upon tower fell to its weapons, but one withstood, the Tower of the Unum. The Tenno scattered, but one remained. Gara, she and the Unum, inseparable. The Unum, lodestone of our people, and subject of 100 stories herself. The sentient was a deformed creature, twisted and massive, sent from some dark fold of distant space. A warped thing wounded by daylight. By night it was a terror, felling tower after tower, citadel after citadel. But by day it hid, blinded and pained. It was during the day that Gara roamed, yearning to strike it from creation while it cowered, weakened and blind, to safeguard her beloved Unum. But never could Gara find it. By night the sentient was abroad, its titanic mass casting a terrible shadow across the land, the mass of it railing against the walls of the tower, yet kept at bay by the exertion of the Unum's colossal will and the sacrifice of her faithful. But such exertions could not be maintained forever. Gara yearned to strike out, to lash and tear at the monstrosity that threatened her love, but the Unum forbade it. At night the sentient was at the height of its power, and Gara's light would make her the most tempting of targets to a creature of such profound darkness. Gara's death would be certain. No, a different strategy was required. The sentient prowled and pressed and failed, never risking too much, for the sentient could not reproduce. What it lost forever. It had killed many cities before, felled many towers, but this little one prevailed. Why, it pondered in many voices, was that? The Unum knew she could not defend forever, nor could her faithful throw their bodies against the sentient in perpetuity. So she gave her followers some of her blood, her refined temple kuva, and they in turn gave it to the animals of the land. And the animals became an extension of her, and she became an extension of them. And the animals roamed and searched, and they found where the sentient chose to hide itself. The sentient sensed this subterfuge, and capturing one of the Unum's animals, opened it up for examination. And what little of the Unum that was present there lit the sentient's mind like the dark star from which it had fallen. The sentient, you see, could not procreate, but in the temple kuva, it tasted healing, completeness, a future. It devoured each and every last Unum animal, but it was not enough. The sentient turned its hundreds of eyes toward the tower with new understanding. It would not destroy the tower. It would become the tower. It would kill the Unum, take her place, and one with that healing palace give birth to a race of itself. Gara and Unum knew where the sentient was. The sentient knew the tower was the future of its race. The sentient threw itself at the tower, no longer cautious, taking great losses and knowing the prize was worthy of it. Should it succeed, all losses would be replaced 1,000-fold. This is when, across the plains, the great pylons ignited for the first time. Sheets of energy sprung up between them, powered by the will of the Unum at their epicenter, trapping the monstrosity within. Loyal Gara, unwilling to heed inaction any longer, broke from the side of the Unum and flew out at night, her eyes on the sentient mind. The sentient, torn between its most coveted prize and the mortal threat, broke from the tower and turned back on itself to defend itself from noble Gara. But Gara's eyes were not for the sentient, but for the glittering man-sized device resting just beyond the gates. It had not been there before, but it was there now. It swatted Gara from the sky, drew it to herself, meaning to end her life there and then. The battle was terrible. Gara sustained injuries she would not survive. But in her final moments, brave Gara seized upon the device her beloved Unum had crafted, seized it to her breast, and allowed the sentient to draw her in one final time. Toward its body, toward its core, toward the seat of its intelligence. From within, the sentient unfurled myriad feelers, probes, tendrils, viciously toothed and made for killing. They swept toward Gara violently, and the glass warrior made no defense. Her defense was her final attack. The device detonated, and the Unum cried out as night lit as day. The battle, the terror, was ended. The tower wall shook. The sentient's body shuddered, racked by a cacophonous energy. Forests fell as piece after piece, giant body after giant body, crashed to the plains and marshes and flatlands. Animals fled in spreading waves from pounding sky-high walls of dust, angered and whipped to fury by the death of a god. The last of Gara's energy arced from body to body, machine to machine, piece to piece, a horizon-wide applause of light, beautiful and terrible. And then, silence. All was still. The Unum's adherents wandered through the haze, calling for one another, lost in a miasma. Husbands seizing onto wives, children onto parents. It was over. Gara was never seen again. The sentients then became as they are now, senseless, wandering, yearning for a unity they sense more than remember. And the Unum? The Unum survived, alone, for centuries. Until today, when you stand here, reading this. This is Onko, Sita's archivist, with my translation of the Gara legend.
Y así uno se va enterando del lore de este juego. Bonita la... Bonita la narración. Ya, dejamos hasta acá.